Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Abdullah, another proud and honored contributor to the African Diaspora News Channel. I'll be giving you educational news from a foundational Black American male's perspective. If you like what you hear, like what you're seeing, please subscribe to me and my channel at All Things Education Official. Today, we're going to be talking about the removal of armed resource officers and the safeguarding of Black children from armed officers in Chicago public schools. Let's roll that first clip.
Restorative help like trauma support and holistic safety practices, while those in opposition think it's best for officers to stay and build bonds.
As you can see, Chicago has their Board of Education has made the definitive decision to remove resource officers and put in resources that would better suit the children. According to the February 23rd, 2024 article in the Hyde Park Herald, for years, critics have argued that placing police in schools contributes to the school-to-prison pipeline. According to the data released by CPS in 2020, the overwhelming majority of students arrested in schools were Black, 73%. Even though they make up only 36% of the overall student population. And many of the students who have had interaction with SROs are ones with learning disabilities. I worked in schools for 20 plus years, still am there now. And in the school I currently work, we do not have stationed resource officers, even though we have 260 children in my school, 320 in the secondary school, and in the third school next to us, we have about 330. We do not have stationed resource officers. And the reason why we don't is because we take the time to build relationships. We have resource officers that could be called in the event of an emergency, but we do not have resource officers stationed because what that does is create an environment that's like a prison. It does not give children the belief that they are there to learn. It's that they are there to be policed. And we do not need more of that. We have enough policing in our neighborhoods. We are over-policed in the streets. We do not need to be over-policed when we're supposed to be learning and getting skills so that we can further advance our communities. If you'd like to look at more of this, let's check out the second clip, because there are those in CPS, Chicago Public Schools, who are adamantly against the removal of these officers. Let's roll that clip.
Principals were told there was going to be a meeting on December 15th to get their input, and we'd be happy to meet with the board so they can get a better understanding. We know they have good intentions, but they don't have the best information right now. At least they don't have all the information, and we love an opportunity to help them get it.
What I find to be very interesting in that clip is that he has made the statement, the principal, the head of the Principal Association of Chicago Public Schools, he's made the statement that he believes that the school board is not looking at the numbers. They're not looking at the data, but in all actuality, the data speaks for itself. If 73% of the children that are being incarcerated, being accosted by these suspected white supremacists, these potentially white supremacist officers, if these individuals, 73% of them are Black children, the data speaks for itself. There needs to be a reconciliation, needs to be something different. I was a school social worker for 20 plus years, so I understand that those services, putting in preventive measures, definitely help the problems. Not to mention, I work in urban areas. I've always worked in urban areas, never worked in the suburban area. What I do recognize is that urban areas, we tend to get the backlash of what happens in what they call middle America or suburban areas. The things that happen to Iowa and a lot of different other cities and states, as far as mass shootings, do not occur in urban centers. Now, I'm not saying it can't occur. I'm not saying it won't occur. But up until this point, we do not commit those types of crimes in our community. If there is a shooting, it is very directed, it's very targeted, and it's not for a group of individuals out of malice or just because of a disgruntled feeling. We don't do that as a people. That's just not who we are. but we do know who does do those types of things. So we understand that we are always getting the backlash of other people's crimes. And in this particular instance, I think Chicago Public Schools got it right. Put in services to be preventative, be proactive, help these children understand that they are there to learn. And when they have conflict, that they have people that they can go to, that they can bounce things off of. And if they find that they need to go the next step, they can go the next step with an adult, because at this point, they're actually not mature enough to handle many of the conflicts that many of them are coming into contact with. Once again, this is Dr. Abdullah, another proud contributor to the African Diaspora News Channel. If you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, please subscribe, comment, and share. Also, please subscribe over to All Things Education Official. Understand my thoughts. If you have a questions, comment, concern, you have any discussion about this article, please leave it in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Peace.